Hello students, good morning to all of you all. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the online session. Can you all hear me clearly? And can you all see the screen clearly? Am I audible to you all? Okay, good. Yes. Give me a minute. So let's start the session. Okay, so I think some new students also available here. So in our theory classes, we have almost completed 4 lessons targeting our first term, because this time in many schools, due to the O-level exams, schools were closed due to the exam centers, and then Muslim schools were closed due to Ramazan, and then they had some other schools had the sports meets. With all those things, many schools were unable to complete all 5 lessons for the first term. So anyways, most of the schools are going with 4 lessons. So we thought of doing the fourth lesson, completing the fourth lesson. And next week in our theory classes, this Sunday, we are starting the optics lesson, the fifth lesson. So whether they are going for 3 lessons in certain schools or 4 lessons, no problem. We have completed it. And I think I told my theory students, if any school is hoping to give the optics lesson also for their exam, you all please contact me. I can give you a uh, short summary of that lesson. But I think most of the school, almost 90% of the schools, 99% of the schools, they are sticking with 3 lessons or 4 lessons. Because in my theory classes, in my physical classes, and as well as online classes, last week I asked the students like how much they have completed. You won't believe me. Some schools, they have just now started the second lesson. Okay, second lesson. So if it goes like this and your exams are going to be in December, you're not like the other batches. Other batches, they got extra time, January, February, and all those things. But you're going to have only until November, and December is going to be your exam. So therefore, you all have to quickly finish the syllabus, start past papers. You'll have a lot of things to do. With this Alutta Vrudha, with this festival season, you all have to start hard work, smart work. I think I last time in my theory classes also I gave you a full lecture about this. So now it's right time that you start your real work. Okay, let's go into the discussion. So before going into this, just we'll have a recap, not recap, overall idea of this lesson. So actually this lesson's name is waves and their application. That means their uses. So waves, it's basically energy traveling. While the energy is traveling, the particles or the medium or the electromagnetic fields are disturbed. While the energy is traveling, it is disturbing something. So normally we can call it's like a moving disturbance. Energy moving with disturbance. So that is a wave. So waves, according to their nature, can be basically classified into two. One is depending on the need for a medium. If it needs a medium, that means it needs either solid, liquids, or gases. So then it is known as mechanical wave. Mechanical wave. If it doesn't need a medium, that means if it has the ability to travel in vacuum, it's known as electromagnetic wave. That is our main topic for today. Some students, they think electromagnetic waves, they travel in vacuum. Therefore, it cannot travel in solid, liquid, gases. No, Buddha. It can travel in solids, it can travel in liquids, it can travel in gases as well as vacuum. Because there was a, I think, O-level pass paper. Then many students, they have highlighted the vacuum part, but not about solid, liquid, gases. Okay. Mechanical waves, solids, liquids, gases, but not vacuum. Here, vacuum. So we can say if it can travel in vacuum, electromagnetic wave, if it cannot travel in vacuum, mechanical waves. Yeah, that is also okay for your understanding. Yeah, what is a medium? Medium means a material to travel. For the waves to travel, either there has to be solid medium, solid should be there, liquid should be there, or at least gases. That is the medium. So when you look at mechanical waves, according to their motion, we can classify into two. Now listen to this carefully. We have already done this in our theory classes. Just giving you all a rough idea. Energy is traveling. So this one is energy. Energy is traveling. Waves means energy should travel. While traveling, now this mechanical wave, they have a medium, no? Let's say air, or here I'll say water. Water particles are there. So while the energy is traveling, water particles will be vibrated perpendicular. Water particles can be vibrated up and down. So it will create a wave like this. This type of wave is known as transverse wave. Transverse wave. So then what is a vacuum? My God, grade 11, vacuum than another. Actually, vacuum means there is nothing in it. No particles. For example, if you take the outer space, okay, if you take the outer space, now we have the earth atmosphere. In the earth atmosphere, we have air. But beyond the earth's atmosphere, it's empty space. No air, no gases, nothing. So without any medium, we call it vacuum. No medium, empty space. Okay, so this is how we define transverse wave. The direction of particle, the direction of movement of particle will be perpendicular. You all know according to maths what is perpendicular, no? 90 degrees. Perpendicular to the direction of the energy. Energy is moving like this. Particles are getting vibrated like this. So that is how we define transverse wave. And examples for transverse wave, water waves. So don't confuse this with sea waves. Sea waves are due to the rotation of the earth, gravity, and all those things. This is like when you drop a stone in water, you will get this ripple effect. You can see circular waves moving. That is water wave. Or waves in a string. If you tie a string to a wall and move it up and down, what will happen? Like a whip, it will be traveling like this, no? So transverse wave. Then the other one, energy is moving like this. These are the particles in the medium. Particle will get vibrated in this direction. According to maths, we call it parallel. Parallel. Direction of movement of particle is parallel to the direction of energy. Then it is known as a longitudinal wave. So there we can draw something like this. If the best example for longitudinal wave is sound wave. Sorry. So I hope you got a basic idea. These are the things you are going to study in this fourth lesson. We have already completed mechanical waves, transverse wave, longitudinal wave. Under that, last week we have completed the sound wave, musical instruments, three types of musical instruments, sound wave, their frequencies, everything. So today we are moving to the last part, electromagnetic wave. There are 7 electromagnetic waves. Okay. All these 7, out of all these 7, only one is visible to our eye. Others are not visible to our naked eye. Directly, we can't see them, but they are there. So as humans, we are taking maximum use of those waves. We'll see one by one how it is done. Yeah, the ones who don't know this basic thing, you can take a screenshot. And I got to know yesterday also we had a grade 10 seminar. In that also I got to know that in many schools, they have not done the lessons properly, and the students were not that much interested because Ramazan and all those things. So they were requesting for the recordings. So if any student who has not covered, like, first lesson not covered, second lesson not covered, third lesson or whatever lesson not covered, you can purchase the recordings. You can contact me. This is my contact number, and you can get the recordings. Like, temporarily you can quickly watch the recording and face your first term exam. And after that, slowly you all can sit and watch the recordings again and get a full idea about that lesson. Because from now onwards, O level, now these questions can directly come to your O level. So these are O level questions, O level lessons. So you can't tend to forget it, and you can't skip and go. So therefore, the ones who are interested, the ones who have not gone to any classes but missed a lot, you all can get this opportunity recording thing. So before your term test, try to get the needful and try to score some marks for the term test. And from second term onwards, work hard, work smart, work for results. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so let's move to the electromagnetic wave. This is our main topic today. So when you look at electromagnetic wave, first I will describe it, and then after that we can go to the functions of it. I hope you all can hear me clearly. If there is any problem in the voice or anything, just let me know. I'll repeat it again. They do not require a medium for travel. That means they can travel in vacuum. But here, no one ever said that they cannot travel in the medium. So that's why the students get a mistake here. They have not mentioned it. So I'm telling you, they can travel in material medium and even without material medium. Okay. So they can travel in solids, liquids, gases, as well as vacuum. Okay. So now hereafter, no confusion with that. They consist of an electric field and a magnetic field. If you take electromagnetic wave, from the word itself, you can understand electro, that means electric field is there. Magnetic wave, so that means magnetic field is also there. In the next slide, I will show you the diagram. So there is an electric field and a magnetic field. Both this electric and magnetic field oscillate perpendicular to each other. Oscillate means vibrate, okay? They vibrate perpendicular to each other. So these two are perpendicular to each other. The wave propagates perpendicular to both the electric and magnetic field. These two, with the picture I will be explaining, don't worry, travels at a speed of 2.988 into 10 to the power 8 ms minus 1 in vacuum. So basically you can round it off to 3 into 10 to the power 8 ms minus 1. Normally we call it as the speed of light. Speed of light. Electromagnetic waves are not affected by external electric and magnetic field. Now the thing is, specialty is electromagnetic wave has an electric field and a magnetic field. Just because they have an electric and magnetic field, they are not affected by the external electric and magnetic field. That means, one simple example, light ray is coming. Just because you keep a magnet, will the light ray bend? No. Okay, light ray won't bend due to magnet. Give me a minute. Yeah, then there is a question. Why we call it light speed? Because light is a electromagnetic wave, no? Visible range, we call it visible range. That is the light ray which we can see. That is electromagnetic wave. So for common people to understand, without saying that this is the speed of electromagnetic wave, we say it is speed of light, because light is an electromagnetic wave. Then the next question, so is the speed important? Should we memorize it? Yes. It's very simple, no? 3 into 10 to the power 8. You don't need to memorize this part. Just round it off to 3. ms minus 1. Under sound we have studied. In sound we have to study many things, no? Speed of sound in Dry air, 330 ms minus 1. Speed of sound in moist air, 350 ms minus 1. Speed of sound in water, that means liquid medium, they gave the example, water. It was 1400 to 1500 ms minus 1. Speed of sound in solids, mainly steel, 5000 ms minus 1. Like that, speed of sound varies in different medium. Okay. All that they have given in our syllabus. This is related to sound. And related to light, you don't need to memorize different values. Just this is enough. You can think it's the speed of light or speed of electromagnetic wave, because light is also an example for electromagnetic wave. I hope this slide is clear. A lot of details are there. Yeah. Now I'll draw here the diagram is there. From this I will explain to you. Can you see this part I am highlighting? So that is electric field. Okay, electric field vibrating up and down. Then in red I will draw this. This is the magnetic field. It's vibrating perpendicular. If the electric field is like this, magnetic field is perpendicular to that. It's very hard for you all to draw because it's a 3D diagram. And then what is the direction of the wave? Direction is this way. Wave is moving this way. While the wave is moving this way, electric and magnetic field is vibrating. That's why the name electromagnetic wave came. Then various type of electromagnetic waves having different kind of characteristics and functions can be identified depending on their frequencies. Therefore, we can say that electromagnetic waves with different frequencies have different characteristics and function. When the electromagnetic waves are arranged according to their frequency ranges, it is called electromagnetic spectrum. Don't worry, I will explain to you. They have taken all the electromagnetic waves which are identified now, for now, and they have arranged it according to their frequency. So here, they have started with the lowest frequency. Normally in our syllabus, we start from the high frequency and go to the low frequency. So they can give it the opposite way also. This is the opposite way. Wait, I'll show you a normal diagram. The basic one, frequency is high. Here the frequency is low. So they have arranged the wave for easiness of studying. The highest frequency wave which we have to study in our syllabus is gamma ray. It's having high frequency, but wavelength is less. High frequency, but wavelength is less. On the opposite corner, low frequency, wavelength is high. I think you all know what is wavelength. In the previous classes, we have studied the length from one crest to the other crest, or from one trough to the other trough. Now here see it's bigger, but here it's small from here to here. Can you see it? Here the wavelength is small. When going towards this side, the wavelength is longer. So that's how we have marked it. So when the frequency decreases, wavelength increases. Hurry. Then so I have doubt. I have heard for gamma rays. I don't know. Yeah, I'll explain everything one by one. Don't worry. So gamma rays. Then we have the next one, X-ray. That is the next highest frequency. Then lesser than that, ultraviolet. Then we have the visible light. In the visible light, we have 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. We normally call it the rainbow colors, VIBGYO. So that is the visible light. Only this part out of the whole spectrum. Spectrum means everything together. Arranged properly, we call it spectrum. In that spectrum, only this we are able to see. Then next we have the infrared. microwave, TV and radio waves. So 1, 2, 3, then 4. I put 4 here. 5, 6, and 7. Today, our work is to study all the 7 and its uses. Now, sometimes you might not be able to keep all the uses in your memory. It is better to keep everything. So, practically, I will try to explain with the situations. Then, when you know the situation, automatically you will have it in your mind. So, I'll try my maximum to make you all understand the uses by giving you like general situations where it is occurring. Then you will understand rather than just memorizing. We'll understand and try to memorize. Now, this is one method of writing, high frequency to low frequency. If they tell you to write from low frequency to high frequency, you can write like this, starting from radio, then microwave, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-ray, and gamma rays. So here, Buddha, we are starting from low frequency and going up to high frequency. It's actually like a height order, ascending order, descending order, ascending order of frequency, descending order of frequency. Here, under each wave, they have given a simple use. They have given a simple use here. See, gamma rays used in medicine for killing cancer cells. X-ray used to view the inside of bodies and objects. Ultraviolet absorbed by the skin used in fluorescent bulbs. Then visible light range makes things able to be seen. Only this we can see. Infrared transmits heat from the sun, fire, radiators. Microwave used in cooking, radar, telephone, and other signals. TV, radio used to broadcast radio and television signals. Now, this is like directly the uses, but you all don't know how it is being used. So, rather than just memorizing, in some of the schools, it's like that. Gamma ray uses, X-ray uses, ultraviolet uses. But now what we are going to do today is practical situations where it is used, then automatically things you will understand and then you can memorize. Yes, until this, if you all have any doubts, please ask. I hope you all are okay with this. Then let's go one by one. Yeah, before going to that, few more things are there. We'll see. Speed of different electromagnetic waves are same in similar medium. That means if you take vacuum, no medium at all, we said the speed of electromagnetic wave is 3 into 10 to the power 8 ms minus 1. This is the same with gamma rays. Gamma ray speed also in vacuum will be like this. X-ray also like that. UV also like that. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, visible light is also like that. Infrared is also same. So in a specific medium, all the electromagnetic waves will have the same speed. Okay, they will have the same speed. When the medium changes, speed changes. When the medium changes, speed changes. So will they ask you different medium, the value? No, never. But how is it changing? Highest is vacuum. Then we have air or the gases. Then liquid. Then solid. In sound waves, it was opposite, no? Sound wave, solid was the highest, liquid second, gas third, and the sound wave doesn't travel in vacuum. But in electromagnetic wave, this is how the speed changes. You should know how the speed is changing. You don't need to know the value for gases, the value for liquid, value for solid. You don't need. Only vacuum is needed. 3 into 10 to the power 8 ms minus 1. I hope it's clear to you all. So, how can visible light travel through solid medium? Puta, if you take a thick glass, can light travel through glass? Yes. So, traveling through solid. If it is transparent, it will travel. That's all. Then next one, frequency and wavelength of different electromagnetic waves are different. Because if the speed is same, I told you frequencies are different, then wavelength differs, no? So basically you can understand if the frequency is high, wavelength will be low. When the frequency increases, wavelength decreases. When the frequency decreases, wavelength increases. In maths, we call it inversely proportional. It's inversely proportional. You should know the relationship, but you don't need to know the exact values. So in O level, we are safe. We don't need to memorize much of values. In A level, in every medium, what is the speed? Point by point, you have to memorize. But now, here, even the vacuum speed, it is 2.988. They have given it as 3. But in A levels, you have to memorize that point value. So thank God in O level, they didn't give you these point values and all those things. They have rounded off everything and they have given only one value. So be happy. Some are worried, sir, should we memorize the values? But Puta, compared to A levels, you have to just memorize one. Okay, now if you take the London syllabus and all, they are getting the calculator. So therefore, they get point values. Hurry. Anyways, the next one, all electromagnetic waves propagate with a speed of, you see, 2.988 into 10 to the power 8 ms minus 1 in vacuum. But for calculation in our O-level syllabus, it is taken as 3 into 10 to the power 8. So be happy about that. So speed of electromagnetic waves in material medium is less than the speed in vacuum, and accordingly, the wavelength also changes. The electromagnetic wave, the speed is c, is given by the relationship c equals f lambda, where f is the frequency and lambda is the wavelength. Already we have studied, no? When we were studying the graphs related to the waves, we know velocity of wave is equal to f lambda. The other equation is velocity equals lambda over t. All this we have explained. We have done questions related to all these things. So I don't understand what exactly vacuum is. I think you came just now because we have explained vacuum. Put a vacuum is a space or a place where there is no gas filled, there is no liquid filled, where there is no solids filled. It's totally empty. It's totally empty. It's a just normal English word. Okay. If you take the earth, we have the earth's atmosphere. Inside the earth's atmosphere, we have air. Gases are there. Nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%. But beyond that, there is no air. It is empty space. Okay, there is no air. It's empty space. That empty space is known as vacuum. Okay, hurry. So therefore, in electromagnetic wave, generally for waves, we have this equation. V equals F lambda. Yeah, someone wants me to explain this. V is the velocity, F is the frequency, lambda is the wavelength. So if you know the frequency and wavelength, they will give you the frequency, or they will give you a question to find frequency. 2 hertz. Lambda, let's say 3 meters. Lambda is a wavelength, so it's a length. Frequency is measured in hertz. 2 into 3 will be 6 ms minus 1. Now for electromagnetic wave, they won't give the calculations. But for other normal waves, we have done many calculations. No? So in electromagnetic waves, the only change is instead of V, they are calling it C. Speed of electromagnetic waves. This V is speed of any wave. Frequency no change, F. Lambda no change, lambda. Then the other equation is V equals lambda over T. Lambda is the distance of a wave. T is time taken by one wave. So can you all now remember the grade 10 basic equation, speed equals distance over time? From that equation only they derive this equation. V equals lambda over T. The students who don't know what is lambda and what is T, yeah, okay, please go and refer your textbook, or if you all have the recordings, if you all have purchased the recording, watch it. Then you will get a basic idea. For waves, the distance of one wave is known as lambda. The time taken for one wave is known as time period, capital T. So if you're trying to use this equation for electromagnetic waves, it will be C equals lambda over T. Only change is V has been converted to C. Nothing else. Only a symbol has been changed, nothing else. There is a question like the cause of a tornado being made. Okay, pressure difference can cause. Pressure difference can cause a tornado or a hurricane or a cyclone. Okay. How did electromagnets being created? Electromagnets, it's a different topic. Okay, electromagnet mean temporary magnet. I think you're trying to mean electromagnetic wave. How is it created? It's actually emitted. Now, I'll give you one example. When you heat object, okay, when you heat object, that object will release heat, no? Then something is coming towards your body from that object. That's why you can feel the hotness. That is also one type of electromagnetic wave. We call it infrared wave. Or else I can say like this. By using electricity, we produce light. That means from the bulb to your eye, something is traveling, no? That something is electromagnetic wave. Okay, so different waves are created in different patterns. Okay, so all these are energies, type of energies. So will you send the recording to the group? Whatever free seminars, I will send the recording to the group. But our already paid classes, those recordings you all can purchase. Okay. Like, we are giving a discount and you can purchase it from me. This is my number. If you need the old recordings, January, February, March, you all can contact me. This is my WhatsApp number, because we can't give it free because we have to pay money and keep it in the Zoom cloud. And the other one is our paid students, they have been paying for 3 months and they have been coming. And if we give everything totally free for the newcomers, it's a very bad thing we are doing for our paid students. So therefore, the ones who want to purchase, you all can contact me. Hari, anyways, this C is just the change in the symbol, Okay. No big change in the equation. Same equation, slightly it is changed. And also don't worry, they won't give any calculations related to this. No calculations. Under electromagnetic waves, no calculation. Under normal mechanical waves, yeah, calculations are there. But here, no calculation. So it's good for us. So now we know the equation also. We know the value. Everything is known one by one. We have to go and discuss this. So first we'll talk about gamma rays. So gamma rays, it's a more powerful one because its frequency is high. Okay. Um, I think most of you all are watching comics, no? Comics or these Marvel DC movies. The basic concept of Hulk. Okay. Actually, the basic concept of Hulk is, all of you all know Hulk, no? So if you all don't know Hulk, I can't help it, Puta. So Hulk, the concept of Hulk is, when he was small, his father did experiment with him. He, like, tried to put gamma rays to Hulk. So that's why Hulk's everything changed and he has become a monster like this. So whenever you remember gamma rays, you remember Hulk. So in not in real life, in comics, Gamma ray is related to Hulk. Then when you look at gamma rays, we'll see the things related to it. Gamma rays are type of waves emitted by radioactive element. So what is this radioactive element? Can someone tell me a good example, very common example? Nowadays it is spoken much about radioactive elements. Yes, uranium. Good. By using this uranium, you can produce gamma rays and you can use that. Okay, you can use that for a lot of things. Killing people, yes, can be used. Killing the cancer cells, yes. Making nuclear bombs, yes. Nuclear bombs contain this radioactive element. Okay, radioactive element. There are many radioactive element. Nowadays, it's very common uranium because you all know. Good morning. Okay, so because you all know the US Iran problem, in Iran there is a lot of uranium in their ground. Okay, so therefore you can use that uranium to for good things as well as bad things. Yeah, burning the school down. Your uses of uranium. See, will you these fellows? Okay, I think there is a scientific series called Sheldon. Okay, this small fellow who is like Jimmy Neutron, that cartoon where he is a scientist, small days itself. So he calls some uranium company and he orders uranium. Okay, he doesn't know that the government law is you can't buy uranium. Individual people can't buy uranium because it's radioactive and it can blast and cause a lot of problems. So when this fellow orders the uranium, next day the FBI comes to his home and like they ask who's this Sheldon, and they make a big fuss to see that fellow is a small fellow. Okay, so that's a some will understand, some might not understand. In YouTube shorts, you would have seen. So uranium is such a powerful thing. It will emit some rays. Those rays are gamma rays. Frequencies of gamma rays are extremely high. Therefore, their energies are high. When the frequency is high, energy is high. Their energy is so high, they can even penetrate thick sheets of steel, even concrete slab. That means if you want to kill a fellow, he's inside the concrete slab. He's in a bunker. Okay. He's nicely inside the. You can't shoot him. It's bulletproof. But if you keep a electromagnetic radioactive element, what will happen? From this, through this, it won't make a hole. It can directly go without making a hole. It can go through it unseen. He will die. Okay. So such a powerful one. Since gamma rays can destroy living cells, it can destroy the living cells. If you use it properly, if you use it in a proper way, you can use it to destroy the cancer cells. Because cancer, everyone's body has cancer. Okay, cancer cells are there in everyone's body. Our body's immunity is preventing the growth of cancer. But due to some problem, if that immunity goes down, or if some parts get some problem, in that part, the cells will be growing extra. The extra growth of abnormal cells are only cancer. So to kill these cancer cells, you can use gamma rays, but you have to use that properly. So the proper measures should be taken. Only the place identified with cancer, they send a small portion, a small light ray, like a light ray. You can't see it, it will go and destroy the cells. While going, it may destroy some healthy cells also. We can't help it. Because gamma ray doesn't know which one is good cell, bad cell. It knows only to kill. So if you properly direct it to the cancer cells, it will go close to that and destroy the cells. Do you all know when they say chemotherapy, they say cancer patient, they did this one other, what do you call, current put to வந்த current LUA, they say for the cancer patient, current LUA ki anne, they are going undergoing this gamma ray treatment. Okay, they are undergoing gamma ray treatment. So that is used to kill the cancer cells. So I hope you all are clear about it. That is one. Here you can see how gamma rays may be used to kill the cancer cells, or gamma rays can be used to produce nuclear bombs. Nuclear bombs. Then next one, gamma rays are also used to sterilize equipments used for food and surgical instruments. Here you can see in some of the, now this is in high quality hospitals, okay, in high quality hospitals and surgical theaters, they use this for sterilization purpose. Sterilization means killing the microorganisms, killing the bacteria for those purposes. Are you all clear? But this is not used in Sri Lanka. We don't have uranium, we don't have gamma rays. Like, high quality, maybe the NASA, those kind of people, they are using this. So why some cancers can't be killed? That is because now, for example, if it is in the brain, when you try to send the gamma rays, what will happen? The gamma rays will destroy the good cancer cells also. While traveling through that pathway, now let's say a person's brain, okay, this is the brain from out view. Here there is a cancer cell. If you try to send gamma rays, it will kill all the cells in the pathway. So therefore, he will get a greater damage. So in this situation, they say it is better to live with the cancer than to die after treatment. Understood? And also, if the cancer is in the blood and traveling, then you can't shoot the shoot using gamma rays, because it will be circulating in our cells. So like that, there are some practical problems in certain types of cancer. Okay. So will gamma rays clean 100% of germs in the utensils? Yes, most probably this is the most powerful ray. So it will kill 100%. Yes, next topic is X-ray. Give me 2 minutes. If you all have any doubts, you all can send it to me. Yeah, in 2 minutes, we'll discuss about X-rays. Okay, then there is a question, isn't it radiation for human while destroying cancer cells? Yes, that's why this cancer patient, when they undergo this treatment, their hair starts falling, they become very, very weak, their bone becomes, because it's a like radiation, like we are like trying to kill that person, but we have to somehow kill the cells. So we are like, um, giving a torture to that person and trying to cure the disease, because having the cancer is a bigger problem than all the other things. So therefore, they try the luck and see. Hari, then let's go to the next one, X-rays. Yeah. Under X-ray, now you all know from this picture itself, it is used to take the internal pictures of the organs, but mainly the bones. Okay. Yeah, we'll discuss it and then we'll go to the diagram. X-rays are mostly used to take photographs of internal organs of human body. Name, even if the cat, even if a dog or anything has a fracture, they do X-rays for animals also. So mainly the internal organ is bone related. They can take X-ray of chest, then the lung, if there are any diseases, can be identified. But majority of the time, 90% of the time, X-rays are taken for bones, because for other organs there are MRIs, CT scan, ultrasound scans. So therefore, bone related, you have to go for an X-ray. Although X-ray travel quite easily through soft tissues in the body, their intensity decreases rapidly when traveling through the bones of the body. This is the concept used in X-ray. X-ray, what do you say? X-ray images. When X-ray generator is turned on, X-ray propagate through the relevant part of the body of a person being photographed and thus forms an image of the part of the body. Excessive exposure to X-ray can cause cancer. Too much X-ray can cause cancer. Here see, this is how then X-ray machine is taken, used. Okay, they keep the person, they have this X-ray emitter, and below him they have put a photographic paper. It's in this machine. You can't see it. It's in the machine. And the person who takes this X-ray goes out, and then only he will on the machine, because this person who is working in this laboratory will be always exposed to X-ray, no? So he will get cancer. So therefore he will go out of the room, and then only they will on the machine, and they will take the photograph of the X-ray photograph. Here what happens is, for example, if you take the hand, okay, if you take the hand, okay, we have the bones. This is not the real bones. Real bones are different. I am just drawing it for the sake of drawing, for the sake of understanding. I am drawing it. Oh yeah, I can use the highlighter, no? Okay, let's say this is the bones. Okay, so if you want to take the X-ray of the hand, they keep the X-ray sheet like this, and they keep the hand on top. The X-ray sheet is actually inside the machine. You can't see it, but your hand is on top of the X-ray sheet. So when they are sending the X-ray, okay, the X-rays will be traveling through the soft tissues very easily. And when that X-rays touches that photographic paper, it will make it dark. And when traveling through the bone, it is slow and it won't travel properly through the bone. So therefore, those places will become white. So therefore, you will get an image like this. All the other places have become dark because that photographic paper, it got exposed to X-ray. But when the X-ray was traveling through the bone, bone didn't allow the X-ray to go out. So therefore, that place it is white in color. So somehow like this, they take the X-ray photograph. You all don't need like what happens in a X-ray. They won't ask until now. They have never ever asked. Okay. Only thing you should know is the uses of X-ray. And then how is X-ray created? Okay, how is X-ray created? Here, X-ray is generated by bombarding. Bombarding means free, like, you take 100 balls and throw at a person. You're bombarding that person with balls, no? You're throwing. And evage, throwing high-speed electrons on a metal target. When that high-speed electron knocks on the metal, what will happen? That electron will break. Okay? And that part of that electron, the energy of that electron will be converted to X-rays. So here you can see they are sending high-speed electrons towards a metal. And they have kept that metal also in a slanted way. When the electron knock on the metal, okay, it will emit a ray. That ray is the X-ray. Can you see X-rays coming out? This also they have never ever asked in the past papers or anything, but it is there in our theory. So whatever they are in the theory, we have to study. So high-speed electrons knocking in a piece of metal can create X-ray. Then we'll go to the uses of X-ray. One, we studied to take the internal images of the organs or bones. Next one, X-ray can be used to examine baggages of airline passengers and cargoes inside the container, okay, transported by ships without opening them. So when a person is traveling in the plane, before going into the plane, in the airport, there are many checkings. I think all of you all would have gone abroad or you would have seen people going abroad. There is a big machine. They put all the luggage inside that. And then a person sees it through the screen. So let's say from outside, you can see a briefcase like this. But inside, there is a, I think this is a calculator or looks like a bomb. It's a phone. And here is a gun. Outside, he will be like a doctor carrying a suitcase, but inside there is a gun. So this is a X-ray image. So they will detect it from the machine and then they will arrest this person. Shall I tell you a method to hide this? Now you all have watched many crime movies and all those things. No, by now you all will know it. Okay, very simple thing. Wrap it with a foil. Aluminium foil. When you wrap it with aluminium foil, they can't see what is inside. It will be more shining. But now the airport people, the custom people, they know if something is shining, okay, they will open the bag and check it. Okay. So however people will get caught, I'm just telling you, if there is a metal foil covering something, you can't see what is inside it. Okay. If there is a thick metal foil or a metal lunchbox, you put the gun into a metal lunchbox and go, you can see only the shape of the lunchbox. Then they know something is suspicious, they will open and check it. And then someone is asking a question, sir, what about the frequency of X-ray, high or low? Others will be able to answer this, no? It's high. First it is gamma ray, next to that X-ray. Compared to the other rays, it is high. But compared to gamma ray, it is little bit lesser than gamma rays. Okay. Good. So those are the features of X-ray used in the medicine to check the organs or bones. I'll write like a summary, organs or bones. The other one, baggage in airport and sea cargo. Because one by one, they can't open the boxes and check, no? Because inside the container, there will be hundreds of boxes. So wooden boxes, normally they recommend to put it in wooden boxes, no? You all get, now when your fathers are abroad or brothers are abroad, they put all the things and they send it through sea cargo, no? We call it under baggage is coming, baggage ka enawa, other baggage ka kadanawa. They say like that, no? So those baggages come in either plastic or the cardboard boxes, or if it's a big one, they put it in a wooden box. So the custom people, one by one, they can't check it. So they send it through a thorough X-ray scanning and they check what is inside. If there is anything suspicious, they will break and they will check. Yeah, yeah, finally they will get caught. Okay, if you very hard because in the police training itself, they teach them all these things. Hurry, next one. So now we are done with gamma rays. We are done with X-ray. Now we are going to UV rays. UV means ultraviolet waves. So here this is a ultraviolet drawing. You can't see it from our normal eye. Only if ultraviolet light is put on it, we can see. Nowadays this is very common, no? In shops they have a pen. Okay. When you write, you won't see anything. But in that pen itself, behind there is a light. When you put that light, then the writing will be visible. Okay, so that is using ultraviolet wave concept. So here, ultra means above violet. Because the next ray which you are going to learn is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Above violet, who is there? Ultraviolet. Below red, what is there? Infrared. Infra means less, lesser than red. Ultra means greater or above. Above violet is ultraviolet. That is how the name came. Yeah, using ultraviolet and always using ultraviolet, that rays is not good for the eyes. Violet is the color having the highest frequency out of the 7 colors of the visible spectrum. Now here they are talking about the visible spectrum. Ultraviolet is above violet, which we cannot see. Violet we can see, but ultraviolet directly we cannot see. Ultraviolet radiation is a type of rays having a frequency range above that of the violet and is invisible to the human eye. Invisible means can't see. Although ultraviolet rays are invisible to the human eye, it has been found that insect like bees, they can detect ultraviolet. So, like let them detect anything, but we humans cannot detect it. Sunlight contains a small amount of ultraviolet rays. So that's why we say sunlight has useful ultraviolet and harmful ultraviolet. Both will come towards the earth. And what will happen to the harmful ones? Let's say this is our earth. Or in our earth's atmosphere, there is a layer which protects us from the harmful rays. What is that protective layer? Anyone knows the name of that protective layer? Yes, ozone layer. The formula of ozone is O3. Like oxygen gas is O2, ozone is O3. So what will happen is harmful ones will be rejected. But if there is a hole in the ozone layer, then that will travel and cause skin cancers, cataract in the eye. We will study this in the last lesson because there is an environmental problem called ozone layer depletion. In that, holes will be formed in the ozone layer and even harmful ones will come. Useful ones, okay, that will knock on our body and that will trigger our skin to produce vitamin D. So there is uses also of ultraviolet rays, harmful effects also there. Okay. So sun contains, that part is done. Ultraviolet rays are also produced in electric discharges. So when there is some electrical sparks, ultraviolet rays can be emitted. And from mercury vapor lamp. Earlier they used to have this mercury vapor lamp, but now it's no one is producing that. I think it's almost banned. Okay, this mercury vapor lamp is emitting ultraviolet. So we don't know whether it is useful or harmful. So therefore, now they have banned the production of this mercury vapor lamp in these old movies you would have seen. And even in Harry Potter movie, this mercury vapor lamps are visible in the Muggle world. You all don't know. Some don't. Some know what is Muggle world. Some don't know Muggle world. So let's not go into Harry Potter discussion. Okay. In the Harry Potter, there is a magical world and the normal world. No, in the normal world, That was during the 18th, 19th century. No? So they show streets with this mercury vapor lamp. Hope you all are clear about it. Hurry. Then next one. Since these rays produce vitamin D in the human body, it is useful to be exposed to the sunlight for some extent. Okay, keep this in mind. And also, especially, our body is more active in the morning. So, morning 7 onwards until 7 to 9, it's the best time. Beyond that, it is too much hot and it can cause this one sunburns. So, this is the best time. So, normally, the school assembly, the meaning of school assembly is assemble the students so that they are exposed to the sunlight. That is the main reason for having the school assembly. But now they have school assembly inside the school classrooms. So no use of that, no. So you have to be exposed to the sunlight. However, overexposure to ultraviolet rays can cause cataract in the eye disease, grade 9 you will have studied, and cancer in the skin. Okay. Nowadays, there are some facials which are using ultraviolet facial. You have to be very careful because the person, the beautician who's using it, if they don't control it properly, if they don't service on time, okay, sometimes harmful rays also can be emitted. Here I will show you a lady got overexposed to the harmful ultraviolet rays and see what happened to her face. Are you clear? This is overexposure to harmful ultraviolet rays during these makeup sessions. If we don't have the ozone layer, what will happen? Everyone, our skin will be like this, no? If we don't have the ozone layer. Thank God the ozone layer is there. It's protecting us. Yes, next use of ultraviolet ray. Ultraviolet radiation is used in hospitals to kill germs. There is ultraviolet light. You can put that light over the hospital bed sheets, beddings, iron structures, so that if there are microorganisms or the germs, pathogens, majority of them will be killed. I can't say everyone will be killed, majority of them will be killed. Okay, so you can use this for sterilization. Sterilization technique. Then next one, certain chemical substance glow, show a glitter when exposed to ultraviolet radiation. This phenomena is used in places like banks to check the hidden symbols of the currency note and the bank signature. So these bank books, you have to sign it, but you can't see that sign. When they put that light only, you will be able to see that signature. Give me 1 minute. Battery is low. In the passports, in the bank books, you get all these things here. This is ultraviolet sterilization. Okay. For example, after a corona patient, they will put sanitizer. But wherever the sanitizer knocks, only those places will be sanitized. But this light is more better, no? Because it knocks on all the places. So this is known as ultraviolet sanitization. Okay. And equipments which you are using after surgery, they put it into this oven-like thing and they close it and keep for about 10-20 minutes. And then they are sanitized. Okay. Then this is the bank signature. This sign is only visible under a special light because this emits ultraviolet rays that cannot be detected by our normal eye. Next one, bank notes. Okay, I didn't get a Sri Lankan photo, so I put an Indian one. This is the Indian 200 rupee. You can just see from your naked eye. But if you expose that to a special light, you will be able to see these ultraviolet symbols. It's totally like different. There are many, many symbols inside. Okay, when I was in DS, we went on a yeah, my during my A levels, we went to BMICH because our school is closer to BMICH. Always, if there is an exhibition, we just go there. So in the BMICH experiment, one science experiment they showed us, they showed the normal money and they put it under a special light so that the UV symbols are visible, and they showed it. It's like totally different. You can't even recognize, this is the 20 rupee, the 100 rupee, the kilo. You can't recognize. So much of ultraviolet symbols are there. All these to prevent the, you know, people, they forge money, right? So to prevent that. They did that experiment in our school. Rashid. Okay. Then the next one. So such chemicals which glow when UV light is exposed to those chemicals, they will shine. Okay, Mara shine. Those kind of chemicals are used in. Mm, okay. These chemicals are added to washing powder. Then what will happen when you are washing the, now not in sunlight, I don't know. I have just put it here. I'm not a what promoter of sunlight or anything. When you put that and wash, okay, those chemicals will get stuck to the dress. And when the sunlight knocks, when UV light knocks, sunlight it has UV light, it will be more shining. That's why in the advertisement and all, they show you like when you put this washing soap and wash, when you're in the assembly, all the other children's dress will be dull, but this child's dress will be shining. Okay, when it is exposed to light, it will give a brightness. Don't ask me whether it is good for the body or not. This is just a different chemical. When the ultraviolet rays knock, it will shine. Okay. Clothes washed in such washing powders show a brightness when exposed to sunlight. So that's why all these washing soaps, mainly they have this like, pearl white, sunlight, moonlight. That light thing is there because they have some connection with the light. When the light knocks, they will shine. That kind of a concept, okay? So even the fluorescent bulb, if you don't know fluorescent bulb, remember light, tube light we call. The tube light, when you break the tube light, you can see some dust inside. That dust is this UV chemical. So therefore, when the bulb is on, it will be more shining because the special chemical which glows with the help of UV light is added to it to give more brightness. So now you know UV light is used for sterilization. From the sun, naturally we get, and that is good for vitamin D production. Washing powder, tube lights or fluorescent bulb, detecting currency notes, bank signatures. So all those are users of ultraviolet rays. Are you clear about ultraviolet rays? Yeah, I'll put my phone to charge because it's totally dead. I don't know whether students have messaged me. Okay. So done with that, no? Let's go to the next one. Visible light range. So for now we have completed gamma ray, X-ray, UV, and now we are going to visible light range. Actually, visible light range has 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Actually, all these are electromagnetic frequencies. We can see some frequencies, we cannot see some frequencies. The frequencies which we can see are these frequencies. We have given names to them. When we see it as a color. So we have given the name violet color. We can see another different frequency. We have given the name indigo color, blue color, green color, yellow color, orange color, red color. So colors are electromagnetic frequencies which we can see. Like that, in future, in another 100 million years, if the human eyes are able to detect X-ray, if the X-ray is coming, they will be able to see it. So then under visible light, they will put X-ray also. But for now, it's not like that. For now, we have been given a limited sight. So when you take visible light range, Balanna, visible light is the range of electromagnetic spectrum to which our eyes are sensitive. Others, our eyes is not sensitive. It is only a narrow band in the electromagnetic spectrum. So if you take the whole electromagnetic spectrum, small range only. For example, 1 out of 7 we can see. Gamma, X-ray, UV rays, we can't see. Then beyond that, infrared, microwave, TV radio waves, we can't see. Then we can see only a small spectrum. The VIBGYOR is a very small spectrum which we can see. Then there are many things which we cannot see. The frequencies of visible light range are this and this. Corresponding wavelengths are this and this. Don't need to memorize any values. They are frequencies and they are, what do you say, wavelength. You don't need to memorize it. Then the region containing the lowest wavelength, highest frequency is violet. Then the highest wavelength, lowest frequency within this visible color range is red. So violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Out of these, frequency will be high in violet, frequency will be less in red. Wavelength will be low in violet, wavelength will be high in red. That's why this red light is used for as an emergency light, because its wavelength is more. Even from far away, you are able to see it. That's why you would have wondered, no, why should all the sirens be red color? Ambulance sirens, even in the plane, there is a red blinking light. Because it's out of the colors which we can see, red color is having the highest wavelength. So far away, we can see the red color. These are the colors that we identify as 7 colors in the rainbow. Okay. Then you can see these beautiful colors and all those things, no? Why? Because of the visible light range. Or else we would have seen it as black and white. And it would have been something like this. So here also in this picture, you can see so many colors, so many different. Everything is because of this ultraviolet, sorry, not ultraviolet, this violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, due to all those 7 electromagnetic spectrum colors. Okay, then done with visible rays, visible light ray, we'll go to infrared. So infrared is only the one which is used in the night vision cameras. Okay, infrared rays have some other names also. Heat wave. In second term, you will study, already in small grades, you would have studied, heat can be transferred in 3 methods: conduction, convection, and radiation. That heat radiation is another name for infrared rays. So if I say heat waves, heat radiation, what I'm trying to say, which type of rays? Infrared rays. So remember, all the hot objects in the world will emit infrared rays. So even our body is emitting a type of infrared rays. That's why now look at this animal. When you are observing it with a special camera which can detect infrared rays, here you can see a different color. No, this is totally dark. Now, if you see from the naked eye, you can't see anything. It will be totally pitch dark. But because this animal is emitting infrared rays, that can be detected by the camera, and you can see the animal at night. So night vision cameras, night vision guns, all those use this infrared rays to identify living objects. The range of frequencies below the red color, which is not visible to the human eye, is known as infrared, lesser than red. Because infrared radiation is emitted by heated bodies and we'll feel a warm sensation when infrared radiation falls in our skin, infrared radiation is often referred to as heat rays, heat waves. All those are other names of infrared ray. These infrared rays, we can't see, but we can feel it. Okay, when we are closer to a burning fire, we are having a distance between the fire and us, but still we can feel the hotness, no? Because infrared rays are traveling from the fire and touching our skin, we can feel it. And if you take a infrared image of a human, you can see this kind of a image. So this is in one way good, because if you take a infrared photograph of a person, if your heart is having a problem, that heart will be red in color. So you can see like that. The places in your body which are excessively hot. If you are having fever, your full body will be hot, your head will be more hotter. Okay, you can compare and identify diseases. That's why during the corona and all, like in airports, they used to have this. When a person is coming itself, you can see whether this person is having high temperature. That means he's having fever. Most probably it can be corona killer. They can identify when the person is walking itself. Infrared radiation is emitted by our bodies too. Heat photographs are taken with the aid of heat rays emitted by the body organs. Certain diseases can be identified by using this kind of photographs. So can you see? And also, Buddha, I'll just tell you one point. Out of all the classes, physical classes, whatever, normally I openly tell the students, online class is the best. Because in online classes, directly we can show the images and I can easily explain. Now in physical classes, if I don't have a projector or if I don't have a smart board, okay, it's very hard. I have to show from the laptop and I have to show one by one. But in online classes, the best thing is online classes is cheaper than the physical classes. And one is fees is less. Now my physical class students now don't jump to online class. I'm just telling, okay, many people used to say online classes are useless. Those people don't know how to do a proper online class. Okay, even many parents have this idea, your online is useless. That is because the students are watching other apps while the classes are going on. That is a problem with the student. But if a teacher properly does the online session, students will be more interested. They will be more focused because normally compared to the physical classes, online fees is less. And what about the travel cost? Travel cost is less, no? Because if the parents send the student to a physical class, they have to travel through bus or three-wheeler. For that, money will go. And whenever you go out, you will become hungry, no? So they give you money to eat from outside. That is also waste. Because if you're in the house, you will eat whatever in the house and you will stay, no? So travel cost, food cost, and also security. Sometimes when you travel, you might meet an accident, or I have seen in classes, unwanted relationships are coming. After class, I have seen one or two boys are speaking and waiting. Or boys, if you speak, okay, boys, girls are speaking. All these problems are coming, no? So online class is like a solution for all the problems. Nowadays, I know some students, they are not going to school. They are being homeschooled by these online classes. So there are many advantages of online classes. If a person is saying that online classes is not good, maybe that teacher is not doing it properly, not interactive. not showing photos, just reading. Maybe that problem is there, or else that student can't sit in one place and wait. Okay. Other than that, online classes have Mara benefits. So here see, from this picture, you can identify what is heat images or what is a heat photograph, IR photograph. You can call it infrared photograph, heat photograph, or heat wave photograph. All this can be used to detect diseases. Then infrared radiation is used to send signals to television sets from remote control. There is a question, Balamu. But parents don't care about online classes. They care, they don't care money too. Yeah, because some school teachers have given idea online classes is not good. So parents have an inbuilt idea online class is not useful. I can show many students who have, you know, developed their results from W to A by online class. The other thing, best thing about online class is you get the recording, no? Again and again you can watch it in your own pace. Again, everyone has their own pace of studying. Majority of the students, more than 70 to 80% of the students are slow learners. Only that 20% are fast learners. They are the people the school teachers think they are intelligent. They are not intelligent. They catch up things fast. So in class itself, they will understand. When the teacher is explaining, they will understand. They don't need to go home and revise. But there are only a very few students like that. Majority, including me, we are all slow learners. So we need to go home and revise 2 or 3 times. Then only it will go to our maramanda. Okay. But when you have these online recordings, for the slow learners, they can watch the recordings little by little. They can watch it, pause it, they can write the notes, they can watch it, pause it, record. Like that, I have seen many students after this corona, the school teachers, they used to say the students, this fellow is mak, modeya, muta mukut, terenne. Those kind of students, after corona, they became more intelligent students. School teachers also got, okay, got, what do you say, shocked. Okay, because they got their pattern of learning. Okay. I know many students have complained to me. Okay, I don't take notice of those students. Sir, you're going, don't need to explain this much. We can understand, you can go quickly. Those kind of Pandita cases, I don't like those students coming to my classes. Because those students, even without coming to class, they can read the textbook and understand. My teaching is mainly for students like me. Because I know at one stage, okay, teacher is explaining, I need a little bit more time to understand it. That time was not given in physical classes. However, that time cannot be given because different students will be in different learning ranges. But in online, okay, in online, you can do it. I can tell my personal experience. I'm a Unani doctor. Okay, I wanted to learn deeply about Ayurveda. Okay, one of my professor, Dr. Pradeep, he is the Sri Lanka's best Ayurvedic doctor. For now, I know he's the best. He does a course totally in Sinhala. Me and Sinhala, we have a big long-term enmity. Enmity means I don't mean I hate Sinhala. I love Sinhala, but when I was studying Sinhala in grade 7 and 8, my father said, "You don't learn Sinhala, you go to Tamil, like first language." So I started learning Tamil. So halfway Sinhala, halfway Tamil, both are upset for me. Okay. Actually, I'll tell you one thing. You need Sinhala. Okay, in Sri Lanka, you need Sinhala. Then only you can go and fill a form. Okay, you need the basic Sinhala. Okay, like advice I'm telling you, you need basic Sinhala. You need the basic Tamil also. So I didn't get a proper background in Sinhala, so I'm Mara weak. I can't write. I can write, but I'm very slow in Sinhala. But I completed that full Ayurveda course. Okay, and when they had a small exam, I got better marks than the people who are from the Ayurveda field who know Sinhala. That's their mother language. But my mother language is not Sinhala. Okay, and I'm very slow. But how did I do that course? Okay, I used to watch the recording. That sir used to give the recording. Okay, live classes, I can't go with them because he's explaining everything in Sinhala. I can't write it. So what I did was recording word by word, whatever he says, I convert it to English and write it. So I think I got a better knowledge than the people whose mother tongue was Sinhala because I watched the recording 2 or 3 times. So from that personal experience, I know that online class can be converted to a patta benefit method. Okay, so the ones who are thinking that like I am weak, I can't study, properly try some good online classes with recordings and try and see for 1 month, see the improvement, and then you automatically you will itself tell the benefits of that. Okay. Hari, then so these cases are there, and I told you some cases who catch up very quickly. They don't like teachers explaining deeply so that the other students also will understand. Okay. Those 20% Pandita cases, we don't care about them because I care about the remaining 80% slow learners who like to study, but they can't catch up very, very quickly. So they need a little bit of time. Okay. So I think in future onwards, our online classes, we will be giving 1 week timing. You all can watch the recordings within 1 week, even 10 times, no problem. You can watch it. Okay. I'll will make a nice plan. We are having a meeting and we'll be doing all those things. For now, I think they are giving it some recordings, they give 1 day, 2 day timing, but we'll see. But the old January, February recordings, you can get it from me. I will be giving 2 months timing. So the I told you the ones who want to score marks for the term test, immediately if you want to watch the recordings, I can give the recordings. It will be there for 2 months. Then you can watch it. Okay, hurry. Infrared radiation is used to send signals to television set from remote. So remote control. See, remote control is having infrared radiation. So in the remote, you would have seen a small bulb in front, no? In remote controllers, that bulb is emitting infrared rays. So this recording given in the channel. Yeah. This recording, today's whatever free sessions, I will be giving it. You will have unlimited time to watch it. You can watch it. I'll be putting in the group also, in the channel also. The ones who are not there, we have a specific grade 11 group. The ones who are not there in the group, send me your name, grade, and school through WhatsApp. I will save your number and add you to the WhatsApp group. We have a channel, general channel, specific group. In that PDFs and all those things will be given. Yeah, the ones who want recording, please send me a WhatsApp message. I will tell you all those things because nowadays we are giving a discount also quickly because the students want to watch the first term and score marks. So we are giving a discount also. You can get it. You can contact me. Most of the cameras in mobile telephones and computers are sensitive to infrared radiation. So that means they can detect now. There are some CCTVs also. When the human is walking, it will turn towards him. So that is all detecting the infrared variations. Then next one, remote controls. Some of the CCTV cameras are this infrared thermometer that is detecting infrared waves and identifying our temperature. No? All those are uses. And also for physiotherapy treatment, okay, in Ayurveda, Unani medicine also, after applying the Ayurveda oil, we give this infrared heat. So that is good for the muscles to relax and absorb the, improve the circulation. In foreign countries, in Sri Lanka, I have not seen this. Foreign countries, they put the full person and close him and give the heat. In Sri Lanka, we have the steam bed. Even in my clinic, we have the steam bed. I think it is giving the heat. So it can give an effect similar to this infrared therapies. So infrared radiation can even be used for therapy, physiotherapy. Normally we call this as physiotherapy. Yes, so those are the users of infrared. So we had many users, no? Infrared, heat photographs. Uh, Initially I told you, remote control. Then this physiotherapy, medical field. From these heat photographs, we can detect the images, detect the diseases. Night vision, sensor, camera sensors, IR thermometer. Okay, so all those are uses. So finally, after studying this, you just put a short summary. Okay, you should have 7 columns, and in each 7, you have to write the uses. So your work is to put the final summary. My work is to explain everything, and with a story, put it to your mind. You put the final summary and study that for your exams. Okay, so this has to be a nice journey until your O levels. Okay, this can't be like, teacher in school sometimes fighting journey, scolding, children getting scolded, and all those things. And then you're getting angry with the teacher, then you get upset with the subject. But in science, we can't get upset. You can't get upset with me. I can't get upset with you. Can get us like temporarily, I can scold you. But long term, it has to be a friendly relationship where we understand, and your problems, your difficulties, I have to understand. My difficulties, you have to understand. And according to that, we have to start teaching, and you have to learn. And this smooth journey for 1 more year, or not even 1 more year, no, about 8 months, less than 8 months. So we have to do that properly and achieve a good result. Not only for now, whatever advice I am telling you, it's not only for science, for all the subjects. Okay. Next one is microwave. So basic use is, microwave oven. The range of frequency below the infrared frequency is known as microwave. Microwave is used in the radar system, mobile phone, telecommunication, and microwave ovens. These are the main 3 uses. Radar system, that means when the plane is coming or going from the airport, in the airport tower, they have this radar. They can see the incoming things. Now, for example, Israel, they have an iron dome. Their full country is covered with radar, so that if a missile is coming, they can detect it, and they can send the anti-missile, and they can destroy the missiles. Even USA has that. But I think Israel is the only country which is having full country radar protection. That's why they call their country as an iron dome. Iron dome means they have an iron cover. Again, it's not physical iron. Okay, they are a full radar system. Maximum missiles can be intercepted, then before it falls to the ground, it can be deactivated. So this radar system is used for those kind of situations. Incoming enemy attacks can be detected. Incoming flights or jets can be detected. Even the drones can be detected. If someone is sending a drone towards your home, if your home, if you have a radar system, you can identify something is coming. You don't know what. You can see a signal coming. Then you can shoot it down, or you can take the necessary precautions. Then telephone communication, it's totally like microwave, TV, radio, microwaves are used. Then microwave oven. So many people like advocates, they come and say, oh, poor sir, microwave oven is not good. You have to be, you should not use it. Some aunties and uncles, they say that, no. Then you have to ask them about where do you keep your phones? Okay. Okay, I can give a nice answer for that also. Okay. Where do they put their phones? In their trouser pocket. Then it's like keeping a microwave inside their trouser. Okay, microwave ovens, for let's say maximum you work for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Within that, it is emitting microwave. So it is better not to stay in front of this one, because all the other side, the microwave, it is protected. Only the glass is not that much protected. So don't always keep your face in front of the microwave and check whether it is cooking or not. Okay. Temporarily you can use it. But phones, just imagine 24 hours it is inside your pocket. Upper pocket means heart will be affected, down pocket means you know what will be affected, no? Reproductive organs will be affected. So people who are saying that microwave oven is harmful, you have to throw it, you have to do that and this. First, they should throw their phones away and then come and tell us to throw the microwave oven. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not saying that microwave is good, use only microwave. On and off, you can use microwave. It's not a big effect like what people say. Okay. People, if they catch one point, especially these aunties and uncles, Palayakarata aunties and uncles, when they catch a point, they are like, they have studied everything from A to Z, then they come and try to advocate us according to those things. Okay. So microwaves too can cause adverse effect. I'm not saying no. Okay. Generally, microwaves ovens are produced so that microwave do not leak out from the ovens. However, as a precautionary measure, it is better not to stay too close to the microwave oven when it is in operation. Okay, when it is in operation. So you don't use the microwave oven for 1 hour, 2 hour, no, not like the electric oven. Microwave is very quick. So what it does is it vibrates the internal particles and creates heat from inside. That's why it is very quick. It is suspected that excessive usage of mobile phones can cause harmful effects to the brain. And if you are keeping the mobile phone in the trouser pocket, it can cause effect to your reproductive organs also. So this towers, phone towers, they can emit microwave, TV as well as radio. All these things. So microwave is also there. So microwave uses microwave ovens, telecommunication, and radar. Those are the main things. Harida, let's go to the next one. Last one, TV and radio signals or waves. Radio waves have the longest wavelength. So in our electromagnetic spectrum, when we go from descending order of frequency, high frequency to low frequency, the last fellow is TV radio waves. They have the shortest frequency, but they have a very long wavelength that therefore they can be used for long distance or not travel telecommunication, long distance telecommunication. They are used for long distance communication. Yeah, here. Radio waves are produced using radio frequency oscillators. That means you can create frequency by frequency modulator. We call it FM, AM. In radios, nowadays, people don't use that radio that much. I think in Muslim houses, during Ramadan, we always put the radio, no? When breaking fast and when in the morning time and all, to listen to the bayan and sermons and that azan and all. So we have these frequencies, 108.2, 102.3. So if you tune your radio to a specific frequency, from the radio towers, the signals are going everywhere. If you tune your radio, that radio will catch that frequency. And do you know there are walkie-talkies where you can listen to what the police is talking. Now, police is using a specific walkie-talkie, they have a certain frequency. In in foreign countries, even the journalists have a special radio which can tap into the police frequency, so that when the police is saying, there has been a gunshot heard, all the police units come, then the journalist also will get that message. So he will also take this photograph camera and go there to take the photographs. Okay, in Sri Lanka, they are not selling those products, but from Amazon and all, you can order and get those kind of radios, which you can listen to the police fellow talking. That when you go closer to a police, you hear that sound, no? Anna ekenek crossing එක පැනලා යනවා like that. They speak, no, between each other. That can be tapped if you know the frequencies. Because all these are produced by frequency oscillator, FM, AM. Is it legal for normal people? I don't know about Sri Lanka's rule regarding it. Okay. For fun, they used to do, because before I can remember, in a vehicle, they had fit this kind of a thing. So when they are traveling, if they get that sound, they will slow the speed. So they know in front, police, some walkie-talkie is there. They don't know whether it is a traffic police or the normal police, but they can identify it. When radio waves fall on the aerial, it receives the information carried by the wave. So all the Shakti FM, Sirius FM, Hero FM, Dherana, all those signals are traveling throughout our body. Throughout inside your body, Dherana is going, the Hero TV is going, everything is going. If you fix the aerial to that frequency, it will detect it and bring that to our TV screen. So from our TV screen, we can see it. So all the channels, all the signals are going everywhere. Only thing we have to pick one. So our TV and our radio does that work, picking the frequency which we need. And that will be displayed in the TV screen. Or if it's a radio, we will be able to hear it. So that is the uses of radio and TV signals. Antennas are used for transmitting and receiving radio waves. Now these antennas transmitting, our home antennas receiving. Information is transmitted through radio waves by modifying the amplitude, frequency of radio waves according to the information to be transmitted. So we say that FM and AM, those are the frequency modulators and the amplitude modulators. So they can modify it and send it according to, like in Colombo, you will have a different frequency for a same channel. In another area, you'll have a different one. So they modify it and they send it according to that. What is amplitude? In the basic waves we have studied, if you take a wave, the maximum displacement of the crest is known as the amplitude. Distance from one crest to the other crest is known as wavelength. Time taken from one crest to the other crest or one trough to the other crest is known as time period. So please, the ones who have not studied in school properly, when in school studied properly, we have amplitude, wavelength, time period, frequency, and velocity. All these fives are related with the waves. You should know that. Yeah, so these are the receiving antennas. So I hope you all are okay with that. Give me a minute. Yeah, then shall we go to the users of ultrasound? Because I thought of doing that also. Yeah, if you all can give me another 10 more minutes, I think it's better for us to discuss about the ultrasound users. Then we can complete it. Yeah, if any of you all are having any other classes by now, any other online or physical classes, then if you have it, you can leave it. Others can stay. We can complete another small part. Then that will be useful because then we have completed the electromagnetic users and ultrasound users. And along with this, when you study, you will understand this better. Yeah, and for the ones who are leaving, our normal online classes will be held on Sunday. But if you all are unable to come on Sunday, anytime you can watch the recording. So grade 11 classes starting at 8 a.m. until 9:30, 9:45, you can keep it 8 to 10. And freely for the ones who are purchasing grade 11, we give grade 10 free. Because many students, they come with the complaint, sir, we didn't start studying in grade 10, but now we are grade 11, we want to study grade 10. So we are giving it freely. Any student who purchases grade 11 classes will be getting grade 10 freely. In future, we will even send the grade 10 tutes to you all. Okay. So grade 10 will be from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So then you can keep Sunday 4 hours, grade 10, grade 11, totally covered. And we are starting paper classes, past paper, unit paper, model paper, everything will be started from the 21st of April. 21st and 28th, it will be free. It's on Monday. That's a Monday night session. Monday night, 8 p.m., our paper classes will start. So from next week, We are starting our paper classes. So the ones who are not there, all the updates will be there in the group. So first 2 days, it is totally free. You can come with your friends. Okay, you all also can come. You can come, bring your friends and observe what a paper class is, what a real paper class is. And after that, if you wish to continue, for May, it's very small amount, 1,000 per month. Okay, you can pay that amount and you can join from May onwards. But in April, it's totally free. You can come and join and see. Our theory classes, 1,800, but you will be getting grade 10 as well as grade 11. Okay, so both that opportunities are there. Mainly, we are giving all these opportunities so that you all will make use of it and get a good results. Because only by studying grade 11, you can't get a A. The students who miss the grade 10, we are giving them a second chance to study the grade 10 along with the grade 11 and go for a good A. Yeah, will you send the in Rizlan sir's channel the link for paper classes? Yeah, what you can do is more sometimes Rizlan sir's channel I won't be sending it. I have a channel, science channel. We have a science channel and a specific grade 11 group. So if you all are not there in the channel or the group, you can send me your name, grade, and school. Then I will save your number and I will add you to the group. So any details about classes will be shared in that group. Okay. Yeah, paper is free for all. Free for all kya hai? For the first 2 days, it is free. We will be starting grade 10 papers also. That is free for all. Grade 10 paper is free. Grade 11 payment is there, but in May, from May onwards, payment will be started. This is my WhatsApp number. You can send me a WhatsApp message. Now my phone is totally dead. I have put to charge. After a few minutes, I'll be owning it. Then you all can send me the WhatsApp message. Okay. Hari, then let's go to ultrasound. What is this ultrasound? We were talking about light rays, right? Only few light rays, electromagnetic waves we can see. Like that, only few frequencies we can hear. So our eyesight and our hearing both are limited, no? We can't see gamma rays. We can't see X-rays. We can't see ultraviolet. We can't see infrared. We can't see microwaves. We can't see TV or radio waves. Like that, we can't hear sounds below 20 hertz. We call it infrasound. We cannot hear. Sounds about 20,000 hertz. That also we can't hear. We call it ultrasound. But the sound in between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz, we can hear it. So we call it as human hearing range. 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. We can hear it. But beyond that, sound is there, but we can't hear. Lesser than that, sound is there, we can't hear. So we are giving the term infrasound for sounds lesser than 20 hertz, ultrasound for the sounds greater than 20 hertz. You all okay? So this ultrasound can be heard by some animals. For example, bats, dolphins, whales, they can use ultrasound for communication. We can't hear, but what we are doing is we are taking use of it. What are the uses? One by one we'll go. First one, navigation of ship to find the depth of the sea. We call it sonar. This is not radar, this is sonar. Sound, navigation, and ranging. Sound, navigation, and ranging. So in this, what happens is the depth of the ship, or if there is any broken parts in the sea. Now sometimes planes will crash into the sea. Then the broken parts of the planes, all those can be identified by this sonar. I will show you how this works. They send a signal, sound wave, ultrasound wave, that knocks on the bottom and returns back. Here in the other way, no? This side is the detector. I have to put the arrow in the other way. Balaganna. Sound is being sent. It will knock on the ground and return back. How long did this sound wave travel and come back? From that timing, they can identify the depth. And they can like take a scan of the surface by using this ultrasound wave. So from that, they can identify if there are any broken parts or whether there is anything unusual in the seabed. All those can be used. Some countries which are so developed, before fishing, they send this ultrasound and check whether there is fish. Because deep sea fishing, you don't know whether the fish is inside or not, in the sea or not. In certain places, you don't know if the fish is there. So first they do from top, they send a small boat and check whether they do the ultrasound scanning by the sonar method. And if fish is identified, they bring the big trawler and put the net and catch it. But in Sri Lanka and all, we don't have that technique, no? We depend on luck. We put the net. If the fish is there, it will get caught. If it is not there, no luck. Some days they might catch millions of fish in one net. Some day they might catch only 1 or 2 fish because we don't know. But the developed countries, what they do is when they go deep sea fishing, they do this sonar method to check whether there is fish. If there is fish, they put the net, or else without fish, why to put the net? Waste, no? Waste of energy, waste of time, waste of resources. So they don't fish in the places where there is no fish detected. So this is a good method. So that is known as sonar. Remember the meaning of sonar: sound, navigation, ranging. Used to check the depth of the sea, to investigate schools of fish if there are fish, to check whether there is coral reefs, remnant of capsized or wrecked ships. Some ships break down and go into the sea. From top you can't see. But if you do this sonar method, you'll be able to identify pieces of broken ships or aircraft. Broken aircrafts can be detected by using sonar method. So in this sonar, what they use? Ultrasound. So even though we can't hear ultrasound, we have made use of it. So that is the first use. Then the second one, ultrasound scan. Okay. So this is used to examine the internal organs of the human body. So how they do is it, I will show it. Here, see, ultrasound scan can be used to get information about the blood volume, size of the internal organs, size of the blood vessels, the size of the baby, or is the baby healthy, any problem with the baby inside the mother's womb. Even kidney stones can be detected. So all these are medical uses of ultrasound. So what they do is, okay, this is the emitter. It emits ultrasound, knocks on the baby and returns. So emitter and detector both are connected. So therefore, they can see the baby. Okay, even before the baby is born, okay, you can determine the gender by using ultrasound. Is the baby healthy? Is baby having any organ problem? All that can be detected. Even you can see if it is almost 8 to 9 months, you can see the face of the baby by using this high quality ultrasound scan. Will it be visible like that clearly? Yes. Nowadays, we have technology to get a almost colored image inside the womb. Okay, sometimes you would have seen this kind of ultrasound scans, this one. Okay. But nowadays, the technology is more developed. You can get this kind of one. Now, when when my baby was like, when Raid was there, so I was able to now, because I am in the medical field, I spoke to the doctor and he showed me. Then I was able to see a clear image. Clear and he was covering the face. His hand was on the face, so we were not able to see the face properly, but the shape, outline, everything we were able to see properly. Okay. So like that, nowadays technology, nowadays the machines are very good quality machines. If you go to like A good hospital, not the government hospital. In the government one, I think in Lady Ridgeway, they have a good quality scanner, but in other hospitals, not that much good quality one. Good quality can old ones are there. Like if you go to like Lanka Hospital and all, they can get a very clear image. So internal organs, kidney stones, baby, fetus, when it is inside the stomach, we call it fetus. The fetus, the activities of the fetus, even the heartbeat of the fetus, all those can be detected, okay, by using this ultrasound scanning. So I hope you all are clear about it. Ultrasound scanning is also used to observe the womb and the condition of the fetus who is inside the womb of the pregnant mother. Okay. Then lithotripsy. You identified the kidney stone now. Now there is a very powerful ultrasound, very high frequency, not the normal ultrasound, high frequency ultrasound. In ultrasound itself, the most powerful ultrasound can be used to break the kidney stones. So they target the exact place where the kidney stone is, and they send very high frequency ultrasound. Due to that, the stone will vibrate and it will break. So this is the kidney. Stones can be formed in the kidney. Now here you can see the stone is blocking this is known as the ureter. It is blocking the ureter. So when they send the ultrasound, this will break, and with the urine, the pieces of the stone will come out. So breaking the kidney stones by using high frequency ultrasound is known as lithotripsy. It is known as lithotripsy. This method of blasting bladder or kidney stones using high frequency ultrasound waves is known as lithotripsy. This is important. So you can remember like this. To detect the kidney stones also, you can use normal ultrasound scan. To break the kidney stones also, you can use high frequency ultrasound, that is known as lithotripsy. So normally to detect the kidney stones, currently in Sri Lanka, ultrasound scan for the kidney is about 5,000 rupee. To break the kidney stones, they use high frequency one that will cost you about 500,000. To detect 5,000, to break 500,000. Isn't it harmful to the body? No, Puta, because this is just sound. No, it's not causing that much harm. So that's why even the pregnant mothers, let's say they are pregnant, their hand broke or their leg broke, the doctors will maximum best is to do the x-ray. If the hand or leg bone is broken, best is to do the x-ray, but the doctors will not go for the x-ray because x-ray can damage the child. So electromagnetic waves, if exposed, can cause problems, but ultrasound, it doesn't have any of those problems. Are you clear? So that's why the safest scan for now is ultrasound scan. Can we do the same scan for cancer cells? In ultrasound, you can get the shape of the cancer and all, but you can't detect whether it is cancer or not. So best thing is they have to do I think the CT scan, that is called a PET scan, can be done. Or else if they detect that there is a lump, they don't know whether this is cancer, then they can take a sample. They put a needle and they take that and then they send to the laboratory and they check it. That is the best method. Okay. Yes. Then next one, detecting air gaps and fractures in solid compartment. Now there may be solid sheet. From up, there is no damage, but internally there may be some air gaps inside. You can't see it. From top, it's like fully normal. Or there can be micro fractures. You can't see it. For normal vehicles or for normal utensils, it's okay. But when making aircrafts, okay, it's going to the sky, high pressure will be there. So sometimes these places, from there a bigger crack can come, because already there is a tiny fracture or a tiny air gap. From that place, the aircraft can break. Or if you take submarine, okay, submarine have to be very careful. Why? It is under the sea, a very high pressure. So the places where which is already fragile or already where there is air gaps, even the metal can crack. So before making the submarines and all, submarines and aircraft, the sheets which are used to make the aircrafts undergo a scanning process. From that, air gaps can be detected. Those sheets will be thrown away. Even after making the aircraft or the submarine, a full scanning process is done to detect whether there are any weak points, whether there are internal air gaps in the metal, whether there are microfractures, all that can be detected. Okay, so ultrasound scan is used for that. Then the last one for the day, soldering or welding of metal. So you all know normal welding, you keep the lead and weld it. Okay, but that is not 100% quality. So therefore what they do is, if they want to paste two metals, okay, high quality, now for example, let's say for aircrafts, for submarines, for Lamborghinis, for Ducatis or Bugattis, okay, all those are high quality vehicles, no? So for that, if they want to paste two metals, they keep the two metals closer and they send ultrasound waves. So ultrasound waves, what will happen? They will vibrate the air particles in the small gap. Okay, due to the vibration, heat will be created. Then that heat will melt the upper layer of this, and it will get pasted and chemically bonded also. And there won't be any visible trace of the pasting. If you are doing the normal pasting, you take two metals and take the lead and paste it. For the home gates and all, you would have seen, no? These yakada pieces will be visible. They have to finally polish it and cut it off. But this one is superb, high quality. It won't be even visible to the eye that they have pasted the two metals. So for soldering, or we can say, in other words, welding of metals, ultrasound can be used. So I hope you all are clear about the four main uses of ultrasound. Okay, ultrasound. First one was sonar, sound, navigation, and ranging. That is mainly used in the ships for finding the depth of the sea, to find the coral reefs, to find the fish, all those. Then in medical field, one is for detecting, to check the internal organs, to detect the kidney stones, to check the situation of the baby for detecting. And the other one is breaking, that is known as lithotripsy, for breaking the kidney stones. Then other one, detecting air gaps. Last one which we discussed is soldering metals, pasting two metals by using ultrasound. So today we have studied the uses of electromagnetic waves, gamma rays done, X-rays done, ultraviolet rays done, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, VIBGYOR done, then infrared done, wait, I'll give, microwave done, TV, radio waves done, and uses of ultrasound waves done. So please put a summary of all those things in one page. That will be easy for you all. You all can watch the recording. I'll be sending the recording again in the channel and the groups. You all can share it with your friends. One thing, if you like my teaching, if you are able to understand this clearly, always understanding is important in science. Understand and memorize. Okay, without understanding, if you try to memorize, like a parrot, you have to memorize. But if you understand and memorize it, even if you forget that memorized part, you can correlate with something and you can recall it. So if my teaching is okay, if you have understood it very well, please share about our classes to your friends. Okay, and thank you for joining the session, and hope to meet you all in next Sunday's class. If anyone wants to purchase the classes, we have a website, masteronline.lk. You can visit that website We have superb teachers for maths. Rizlan sir, you know, all of you all know about Rizlan sir. And then we have Faizan sir for commerce and Yusuf sir for ICT, and I'm there for science. So these four, we personally know each other, so we can recommend them. And the other subjects also there, but these four are top notch. So you all can try these teachers and see. And if you all are confident with their teaching, because teacher student relationship be there, because we may be the best teachers, but if the student doesn't like our teaching pattern, it won't work out. So always try. And if you all are if you all are like, set with the teacher, that mindset of the teacher and your mindset, the teaching pattern of the teacher and the learning and your learning pattern, if it coincides, then that is the best for you. And okay, if they are well aware of the syllabus and if their results are good, past year results and all are good, then you can continue with those teachers. So always try to go for the now online. No, you can go for different classes and check check the teachers, check the explanation, and then go without just going, because now online has also become a scam, because it is easy to earn. Many teachers, okay, who are not even qualified, okay, they have started classes and spoiling the students life. So be careful about the scammers, or go to proper teachers, learn properly, and achieve well in life. And one part of achieving well in life is getting a good results. Okay, then thank you for joining the session. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Let's meet in our future upcoming classes. If you have any further doubts, no problem. Please contact me through WhatsApp. Please save my number and then you can send me a WhatsApp message. Thank you and have a nice day. All the very best for your O levels. Now you all are O level students. Keep that in mind and start working and achieve a very good results. Assalamu alaikum. Good day to all of you.